Nine Track Limits Season 2, Episode 1. In today's episode, we'll be covering the 2022 liveries. So we're doing the ranking of F1 liveries by a tier list. So, Mercedes, what is everyone's opinion?
I'd say that's elite.
I'd say it's great. Simply
I'd say great. Yeah. I'd say great.
Yeah, I'm with great.
I think it's too similar to the 2019 before they went black. I think it's too similar to the last silver to bump it up to elite.
Yeah,
agreed.
I agree with that.
I think I'd have to go, even as a Mercedes fan, I think I'd have to go for great, only because I just love the black Mercedes.
Yeah, I love the black Mercedes.
But it's still like, obviously the silver arrows is iconic. So I'm not saying like, oh, I hate it. Like, it is a good livery, but I'm just going to miss the black arrows. I'm going to be quite heartbroken with that. So for me, it's great.
Yeah, great for me as well.
Not much more you can do with silver.
So we'll go great.
I like the rendering where it was like fading, where it was like silver and then like fading into black. I like that one.
I think it looked a lot better in the renders than it does in person as well. It looks very grey on track, I think.
Alfa Romeo. I like it personally. I really like it. I would go elite.
No, I wouldn't go elite for it. It's a bit blocky. Like it's not much like. I do like it. Like I'd say like great or good, but I wouldn't say great. It's just like three colours.
I have it bottom of my list.
Really?
It's my least favourite.
That is actually mad.
I think
it's at the top of mine.
I really hate it. The front nose with the white on it just looks stupid to me.
See, I like the front nose though. That's the bit I like on it.
No, and then it just looks. I don't know. I just really don't like it.
It's how the red goes up to the halo, and then it kind of just gets chopped off at some weird angle by the white, and it just doesn't look right. It looks half
the white doesn't look like it lines up with where it should line up, in my opinion. And it's just they should have gone for white side pods and then a full red over the engine cover, in my opinion. And that would have made it look good, but it's really not. I don't like it.
Yeah, I think I'd probably go, even though I just said elite, I think they could have done a bit more with like the blending of the colours, because it's kind of white, red. It's no like, if it was merged into it, then I think it would look really nice. And like Ollie's just said,
I'm happy to put it up though, good, great, if you all think it's.
I can put good. I think good would be my.
I'm with good.
I would say good because they do the same thing every year. They either swap the red and the white. It either goes on top or bottom. They've done it the last couple of years since 2018. It's just the same looking car on a 22 base.
Yeah,
I
think
they're the only team though to make the use of the wheel covers, because they're half red and half white. Yeah, I like the wheel covers.
Look
Quite cool.
McLaren have as well, actually. McLaren have got the blue wheel covers, but
Mercedes have the AMGs actually over the covers. Yeah, so it makes it
They're
white.
not the only team to use them though.
I think Alpine should have put pink ones, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, I don't like it as much as I like the Mercedes. That's
no.
So we're gonna go for good.
Yeah.
Okay, the Aston Martin.
Elite.
This one.
No even like explanation. It's just elite. Like
there's no debate around it.
No,
that car is beautiful.
I'd say good.
That'd be difficult.
I'd put it in great. I'd put it in great maybe, but I'm an Aston Martin fan. It just doesn't speak to me. I don't know. I don't like the design of the car more than I don't like the livery. I think.
I can't lie.
I think
I put it 8th on my list.
It's 6th on mine. It is 6th.
I mean, people have put the Red Bull above these liveries. The Red Bull is kind of boring. That's just the same. It's last year's car.
I might have put the Red Bull somewhere.
Same design for 17 years.
Yeah, but no. There's no way you're putting.
Like, come on.
We'll get to the rest.
Yeah, we will.
I'm happy to have it. I'm happy for you lot to put it in elite, but it's the car is not my style.
I think it definitely screams Aston Martin this year more so than last year.
Yeah,
obviously, I know that they had the BWT sponsor, so they had to incorporate the pink in somewhere. And I think the Aston Martin last year was nice with the pink, but the Aston Martin this year is just it. Like that is what you'd expect the Aston Martin to look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do love the two greens, like their GT program where they have the two greens. Gorgeous, love it. Just didn't speak to me when I see it.
McLaren, I struggled to say that for a second.
I'd say neutral.
I'd say neutral.
Yeah,
I
neutral.
think
It's not calling out to me.
it's another one where I think it looks goofy. Like I don't get why they put the black on it. The black just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
When they could have had it purely just blue instead of black, it would have looked so much better.
Apparently, there's like the photographers have had problems as well for photoing it because of how bright the orange comes off and certain lights.
Wow.
It looks.
I love it, and I love how it looks on track.
There's a lot of them where on track they've looked better than when I first saw them.
Yeah. I think on track it looks much better than just on the picture, but I love it.
I think it kind of reminds me similar to the Golf livery. I don't know why. I think it's the blue that's doing it for me. It just, I don't know. I feel like that should be a special livery kind of thing. I don't feel like it should be the predominant main livery for the year.
Yeah.
So I'd have to go neutral on it. I'm not saying it's a bad livery, like it's gorgeous, but it just doesn't, like, it does scream McLaren, but it also doesn't at the same time. I think they could have maybe gone for like a darker blue and like maybe a little less like black on it, because I think they kind of overdid it with the black a bit.
The shade of blue they've had for the last 2 years, and look, like the race suits were in 2020, that shade of blue was good.
Yeah, like that kind of blue is what you'd expect on the McLaren.
See, I actually prefer the colours that they've chose this year. Like I think the light blue, that obviously they've still got the Gulf sponsorship, it feeds into that. And then the bright orange, I really like that. If this was applied to last year's livery, I think it would be great elite level. But I just think it looks too, the same with the Alfa Romeo, it looks too boxy. It's just not quite it for me.
I think the Sipod sponsoring ruins it as well there.
I agree.
I just feel like the sponsoring where they've put them, it's just a bit ugly. Like they could have made it a little bit nicer, and I just don't know. The car just looks pretty average.
Like the colours contrast nicely this year, but like I said, it's just, I don't think it should be that blue, personally. So we're going for neutral.
Yes.
Yep.
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay. AlphaTauri.
Same as it's been the last 2 years.
Bad.
It's awful.
Bad.
Bad.
It's not bad. No. I'd put it in neutral because I quite like it's more blue.
Yeah, I quite like it. I would just put the ones that haven't changed anything in neutral. It looks smooth, like the way that the AlphaTauri is written. I can't describe it. It looks quick.
Yeah,
really can't describe it.
Quick.
If you look at it, it looks quick.
Love that, Arabella.
I don't know. Like, I feel like it should maybe be a little bit more white. I don't know why.
I like that it's much white. I don't know why, but I like that it's more of the AlphaTauri blue.
You got rid of the bloody white wheels, which was the only good thing about last year's car.
I know, I like that.
Martin Brundle belted on about it for 23 races because they looked brilliant, and then they just got rid of them.
I don't know. I like the way that the AlphaTauri like name placement is on the car. It's just not like personally one of my favorites.
I personally would put it in bad, but I'm happy to move up to neutral but no higher than that, because I can't see anyone saying, "Wow, that livery really struck me as the best livery." Like it's just
it doesn't stand out.
Yeah,
it's not a standout one at all.
To me, it's just like the most basic and just like meh livery there is.
So we're going for neutral then.
Yep.
I guess so, yeah.
The Ferrari.
Elite.
I'm going for elite.
Elite. Sorry.
Elite.
I'm going for elite.
Can I be controversial?
No.
Oh,
Can I say I don't like it?
No.
You can.
Can
we have an
For
explanation?
I've got it written down why I don't like it. It's not red enough. It needs to be red.
It's red.
It's dark red.
It's not Ferrari red.
It is dark. It's not Maranello red or whatever it's called, like you see on the road cars.
It's closer to the Mugello red that they ran.
It's too dark.
What they normally run. But I really like that shade of red. I think it really matches with black.
Yeah, I like the dark red.
To me, the matte paint just makes it look slow. I don't know. Every Ferrari I've seen in a matte paint from 2019 onwards just hasn't looked fast.
Solid point. Good point.
It just looks slow.
Yeah.
And I thought, obviously, with the return of Santander, they could have done some sort of, not a complete homage livery, but to like 2011, 12, 13. Like, people liked how those cars looked, and Santander branding was on those cars. Yeah. I don't know. I feel they just could have used that a bit more. I don't know. You can put it in Elite, but I just think it's a bit. I'm not a big fan of it.
I'd like to be controversial about it for a second. The race suits and the like tops, I love them with the black across the top.
Oh, I don't.
And the thing,
everyone's
saying they hate them. I love them. I think they look so nice.
Ollie,
all of the merch this year, that's what I want to buy the most.
I was thinking you was just about to say it looks like the McDonald's like uniform, and then you said it was good, and I was thinking, okay, that's fine.
I worked at McDonald's. It looks nothing like the uniform.
I like how the black goes with the red. I do agree with Louis as to how it should maybe be a bit of a brighter red, but I think that red goes perfectly with the black. But
I just love the 90s vibes it brings.
It's a lot better than last year's livery, I'd say. I wasn't a huge fan of last year's livery, only for the fact that it was like a brighter red and then a darker red, and it didn't even blend in. And I just thought, what are you doing? Like, it just didn't look like the Ferrari, whereas like this year it looks like the Ferrari.
Yeah.
This year, to me, with the Santander and the shell and the black, it just screams 90s Ferrari, and that's just what I wanted from it, and that's all I wanted from it.
So are we going Elite for that?
Yeah.
I would
go on. I'd say Elite.
Louis going to be crying himself to sleep tonight because he was controversial on it.
Fine.
New and improved Haas.
Well, it's great, Elite, hasn't it?
Good.
I'd go great.
It's just so clean. Like, I know we were saying the avatar is basic, but it is just clean. It is just white, red, black, bang.
I kind of get Brawn energy from it.
It does bring
just a
white
white car.
Definitely brings
little colour on it. If they put little white, if they put like little red pinstripes on it, it would. It
also looks a lot like the 2018 car when they finished fifth. I think that as well. And I think when I think of Haas, I think of that style of livery the most, and I really just love the white and just the contrast to the red.
Can I be controversial and say I prefer the Uralkali one over
the
I think the blue just kind of like,
I get
it stood out a little bit, like their actual, even though it was Russian colours, the blue just kind of made it look like a racing car. This just looks like something that has got no money. You just whacked its sticker on it. And go,
it gives Brawn vibes, but it also gives HRT vibes.
Yeah, it gives like your Brawn.
They
don't belong here. That's what it feels like to me. They don't belong.
I get that though, because obviously, like with the Uralkali Haas, you've got like the stripes on it, which make it look a lot more racier, rather than the new like Haas. Obviously, with them having to disband of the red and the blue stripes, it does, like, it's good. Like, I like it personally. Obviously, I think it's clean as well. But I feel like with the red that they could maybe just do something a little more with that. Like, even just have like a stripe, kind of like how they did with Uralkali and like red and black. But obviously I don't know how that would look because we haven't seen something like that or a concept like it. But
that's what I'm saying, just little red pinstripes up the side of the nose and kind of in the way that it flowed on the Brawn would be fine, and just have the big Haas logos on the side, and it would look fine.
I don't think they'll run with that livery for the race, because that was simply because an overnight decision of, okay, we're getting rid of all the sponsors. They won't run with that during a race. But I think it did look really good for testing.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely change it now, because I don't think Haas will just want a plain white car with the red Haas branding and a bit of black. Like, I think they're going to want, like, obviously the Uralkali Haas stands out there a bit. So I think they're probably going to like now look into more as to what they can do with the colours that they're allowed, obviously without having Uralkali on it anymore. But we'll just have to wait and see.
If the brand Haas is going to be the main show on the car, then they can just go back to grey, black and white for like 2017-18, which looked fine. They looked good.
Yeah,
that was a good looking car.
They've got the NASCAR to work off, obviously, so they do have a Haas brand, and personally, I think that fits it already with just the white. So, but if they want to change it, then obviously they can.
Yeah. So, what are we going for that? Are we going good or great?
I say good.
I say
I'd say good.
You don't really know what direction it's going in.
It's kind of it's in the middle here. Like you can't really choose between the both of them. Like
it needs its own
the
segment.
in between. So the Alpine.
Great.
Can I say great?
I'm going great.
I'm gonna say bad.
Bad.
Yeah, I think
the blue and pink is gorgeous.
I think it goes so well together.
No,
I really like it.
It looks like a bubblegum wrapper. It looks like something I've like.
I really like it.
It looks like a refresher.
Yeah,
I think that's why I like it.
I think that's why I like it. I think I think out of all of the liveries, that's the one that pops the most to me. Not the pink one, the blue one. That's the one that pops the most. And it just looks gorgeous to me. And I love the shine on the blue as well.
And I don't think it's too much pink either. Like it's just a nice little sort of pink that contrasts nicely with the blue. So it's not like it's in your face, but it isn't too in your face, if you get what I mean.
I think I'd like it more if the pink livery didn't exist. Because that as a Racing Point stan, I like a pink livery. So I think I'd be able to do with the compromise of the pink that there is on the car if the big pink livery didn't exist. But because that pink livery does exist, it knocks the standard car down a little bit.
Yeah, with the special livery, comparing to the normal, I'm not as huge as a fan of it because I don't think I personally put it in bad, only due to the fact is I just don't like the way that the pink goes into the blue. It's too blocky. Whereas like obviously the like normal Haas, that's just like it's nice, it flows in together, whereas it's just pink, blue, and there's not much blue either. And obviously I know that they won't want to make it look like the normal car that they're going to be running this season, but I feel like they could have done something a bit different to incorporate the blue.
Looks so much like the Force India, is unbelievable.
Yeah, and obviously
the racing one.
I don't think as well. I don't think obviously they didn't want to go full pink because everyone would have just thought, oh, that's the Racing Point, like but I just stand by the fact I think they could have just done something different with the blue.
My personal view is I really love the blue one, and I actually have that second on my list behind the Ferrari, and I really, really don't like the pink one. Like I have that. The only ones I have below that's the AlphaTauri and the Alfa Romeo. So I've got really contrasting views on them, but I think that the blue one should be elite or great. It should be one of those two.
Yeah, I agree with elite for the like normal 2022 season runner.
Same. I think elite's a good one for that.
Are we all in agreement for elite?
Go on then.
And then how about the obviously the season opener Alpine?
I just think bad.
It's pink. You can't
I just think bad.
It's a pink race car.
I think good.
I think it's just both
great.
I think if it was any other colour, Louis would be saying it would be bad as well. But I've got to put it in bad. I've got to say bad or neutral because it can't be on the same level.
I can go neutral.
I will happily bump it up to neutral.
Yeah.
I can't have it on the same level as the sponsorless Haas. That's just
no. So we're going neutral for that. Okay, the Williams. Now I really like the Williams, so I'm going elite because I love how they've put the red on it and just how it is. I just love it. I feel like it's more Williams.
Yeah, but you can't say the Williams is better looking than the Mercedes, though.
That's what I was going to say.
No one looks at Williams. No one's looked at Williams and gone, that's a nicer car than the Mercedes, let's be honest.
Yeah.
So you can't put it elite in Mercedes.
No, I don't think so. I would say great. When I first saw it, when they first did the reveal, it was my least favourite livery, and it's grown on me more. It's now, like, it's actually top 4 for me now. But I would have preferred it if they had yellow and white there, because that to me speaks Williams. The blue, the yellow, the white, even when it was Rothmans, even when it was Camel, that's what speaks Williams to me. That's what I would have wanted, but it's still a great livery to me.
Because in the reveal video, they showed so much of that early 90s Williams, Nigel Mansell's Red 5, And I was really sat there thinking, right, we're going to have almost a homage livery to that. And then I don't know, I just think it's a bit too dark. On track, it almost looked black.
I would also say we can't have it in Elite because they got rid of the center S on the car.
Yeah.
I'd say like great or something.
I'd probably say great.
I would put it in good because it's just too dark.
Whereabouts are we putting it? Great or good? Good.
I'd say great, but we can go good.
I'd go great as well, Ollie, don't worry.
I also don't like the bump in the nose. The bump in the nose looks ugly.
The Uralkali Haas.
The Uralkali Haas.
Neutral.
Neutral doesn't. It's not used anymore, so.
Yeah.
You can't have it any more than that either because it's literally the same. That is the one that's the most copy and paste out of any of them.
Yeah.
Swear the Red Bull is literally identically copy and paste. Just like the
I'm not having that.
Calm down. We've got the Red Bull to do next, guys. So
that'd be nice and easy.
Bad. I'm not letting that in next to the Mercedes because they've been there for.
Yeah, I'd go probably neutral as well because it's no longer now around until as of when.
As of today, it's not around the 28th of Feb.
Well, it won't come back.
Yeah, well, so I'm happy to put it in neutral. How about everyone else?
Neutral.
Neutral or bad? It could go in bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad though. It looks all right. It looks
It looks all right. It doesn't look good though. Like it doesn't.
If you take the ties to Russia away, red, white, and blue does work.
Yes, agreed.
It does. Yeah. But
if you just forget what it stands for.
Yeah, neutral.
Okay, neutral.
Okay. The Red Bull.
Bad.
That's
bad.
It's not bad. I mean, I know everybody's gonna say bad, but it's neutral. I mean,
I would say
it looks smooth.
It looks.
Don't lie. It looks smooth. Just
I would go
changed.
Yeah, I would go neutral for the reasoning that it has not changed. It is a persistent. It's a persistent livery. You don't see any change. Like
I would arguably say that since Mercedes joined in 2010, other than the black cars, Red Bull's livery has changed more than Mercedes has, in my opinion. And
wait, it's changing more.
I would say more than the Mercedes.
When they went purple. They went purple for a bit in 2014,
like
2015, 2016.
That was okay.
No, 14, 15. They went matte. Came back, and then they went glossy as well. They changed a lot.
If they brought that purple back,
it's a lot. If
they brought the purple back, that would have been great because I loved that purple, the 2015.
Yeah,
2015 had the purple and the blue.
Yeah, so I would say neutral. It has been here for 17 seasons of just that, but I think it's changed personally. But it has been very similar for 17 years, but it wouldn't have been if it were a bad livery. So it's got to be good or neutral to me.
It's not.
Agreed.
Agreed. I don't know. It's just the same though. That's the only issue.
Yeah, of course it's the same, but it works. It works and it looks good.
It wouldn't be the same if it didn't work, is my point. So it's got to be.
Yeah, but you got to take a risk.
At the end of the day,
people to look at it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you've got to remember, Red Bull is a sponsor. What color is the can of a Red Bull? You can't go much further.
They've got red ones, yellow ones.
It's not that blue. It's not that blue.
Yeah. But
Red Bull is not that blue.
All right.
So it's irrelevant to say that.
Red Bull Summer Edition. You're gonna.
We could have a red
Formula One car.
Yeah, a yellow.
Yeah, I bet that would go down well.
I hope they turn it orange for the Dutch Grand Prix this year. That'd be good.
Nah, they ain't
ideas in my head.
I think it's a good looking livery, but it's not changed, so it's got to be neutral.
Yeah, I would argue it's bad because I feel like looking at the side by side, nothing has actually changed. Like the sponsorships are still almost identically placed on the nose. The side pod has only got Oracle, and the Honda badge has been taken off. But when
Can we please have a downgrade for the side pods because the side pods are a bit ugly.
I think
they're ugly.
They just whacked an Oracle logo.
I think it looked ugly, but I also think they hadn't painted the bit at the bottom where it was all carbon. I think if they paint that, then it will look fine.
Yeah.
I just I don't want to put it neutral because I feel like you can't. The McLaren have actually tried to do something different. Red Bull have not even.
Yeah, but they tried. It didn't work.
What do you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
The 2011-12 car was nice and purple. They could have stuck with purple.
But then you would have said that they've stuck with purple the whole time. They didn't try.
But just keep it different. Mercedes have changed their colours. I'd argue your point on that.
Yeah, but you put the Haas in neutral and they changed nothing as well. So why put the Red Bull in?
But the livery isn't going to get used, so it would just be nice.
Then
it's just a pity.
I think the Red Bull looks better than the Haas and the AlphaTauri that haven't changed.
Yes, it does.
I agree.
So it should be neutral.
Or even can we not move them down to bad then? Can we not just move them down to bad then?
I'm happy to move the AlphaTauri down to bad. I'm happy to move the AlphaTauri.
Can we just move them down to bad and put
the
Aston and the Red Bull in neutral? I'd be down for that.
Okay. So AlphaTauri to bad, Red Bull to neutral. Okay.
Are we moving Haas to bad as well, or are we keeping that neutral?
I think we've got to leave them neutral then. Just keep them together because they're both replicas of the 2021.
So move the good Haas down to neutral as well?
No.
Just leave it how it is.
Yeah, just leave it how it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I rate that.
I think that's fair. I think that's fairly equal.
Yeah, so do I.
My only standout's the Alpha Mare because I don't like the Alpha Mare.
Why? Can I ask why? Can I ask
why? I just think it looks goofy. That's the only word I can think of when I see it is goofy. It just looks.
It looks Cars too.
It looks like something that I would have painted back in like year 5. Like, I'm like red, done.
It's just red, white, red.
Yeah, and if they'd have kept the front nose, the little bit at the front, because obviously like the front wing is red, but the little bit where it connects to the front wing's white. Why? Doesn't work.
I know.
It's bizarre.
So that's all I'd say. But it can stay in good because the wheel covers are nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Perfect. So we're all sorted on our wonderful tier list.
It is perfection.
Can I add on the Williams steering wheel? What do you all think of that? It was just a quick one. I was just asking what people's thoughts were on the steering wheel.
Fact that they've kept the screen and the steering wheel separate.
Yeah.
I
quite like it. I like it.
Yeah, nice to
they've done
know
for
keeping
8 years or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just a bit of like they're so far that technology, their drivers are having to struggle seeing a dash and on a corner. I just feel like with a new regulation change, you could have made it a little bit easier on your drivers for information gathering.
I'll always think that the Mercedes has the best steering wheel. Mercedes steering wheel is near perfection with how it just curves at the top and then goes down. That's my favorite.
Nice little thin box. It's not a big square.
Yeah.
I don't like I don't even know why. I don't like the Red Bull one. I think it's just a bit.
The Red Bull one's very boxy. The Red Bull one is very boxy.
It's quite skinny as well, isn't it? The Red Bull one.
Yeah.
I don't like the Alpine one though because it's like a full curve.
Yeah, the Renault one is weird. It's a big blob. Big blob.
But
cool.
Yeah.
Bang out the steering wheels.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it then.
Technical breakdown on steering wheels.